Welcome, and thank you for joining me once again for this segment of What Women Bring, a closer look, where I have the opportunity of sitting down with our 2023 honorees and gain a closer look into their lives and their work. Today, I had the pleasure of speaking with Megan Manigault, our community honoree for empowering women. This passionate advocate for voices shared how she turned her own trauma into a powerful and growing support network for others, the importance of trusting your intuition, and what it means to be Manigault strong. You will no doubt enjoy this conversation. Hello, Miss Megan Manigault.
Hello, how are you?
I am wonderful. How are you today?
Doing good.
Good. I want to thank you for joining me for this closer look episode of What Women Bring, to just get an opportunity to get to know you better. As our community honoree for empowering women, that's special.
Yes, I'm excited. Thrilled.
Well, that's one of the legs of our very important mission. So having you on the panel was exciting, but we didn't get enough. So we decided we wanted to get some closer conversations so that people can get to know who you are a little bit better.
Sounds good.
So I want to start right in on your I Am Voices. Mm-hmm. How did that come about, and what do you do?
Yes. So, I'll start with I Am Voices provides housing and supportive services, resources to women who have experienced either sexual assault or human trafficking. Mm-hmm. These are women that are 18 and older. So some of them have aged out of the foster care system, most of all homeless. Some of them don't have jobs. And so in the program, we support them with providing jobs, helping them with resume, of course, the safe houses that we have, and then kind of rebuilding, understanding that, we all are planted in different roots. And so the goal is to assist them and come alongside them to grow in life. This is near and dear to my heart. It started because I'm a survivor of these things as well. And the problem still exists where there's not enough safe spaces for women to grow and kind of rebuild together in community.
Awesome. I love the title, I Am Voices, because I feel also as a survivor that we don't have that voice. So how did you come up with the name?
Yeah, so it really was survivor based in the fact that I felt for a long time that I didn't have one. I didn't talk about my story or any of those things. A lot of the experiences that happened to me personally, no one talked about it. It was like that thing that swept underneath the rug, right? Mm-hmm. And so I felt like that was silenced. And a lot of women that I had encountered and come in contact with, their voices were silent too, for protecting the family or protecting this or these things. And so it was a matter of saying that our voice it matters. Mm-hmm. I am that voice. So even if a woman is struggling with coming to her story or being ready to share, whether that be writing or speaking about it or anything, we can stand as a community and say, don't worry, you may not have it today, but we can represent you as being the voice for you until you feel like you can be the vocal advocate for yourself.
Awesome. And that leads me to what I heard you speak so passionately about was the growth and the advancement of the women that you work with. Like you're like you're a cheerleader. You are 100%. You want to see them just soar.
Yes, it's important. Yeah. It's important because a lot of women, we don't get to be in spaces where that's the bottom line. Right. The bottom line isn't, we're not competing. I'm not worried about this or that. It is, what tools do you need to be successful? And for a lot of us and a lot of the women that come into the program, that tool could just be a listening ear. Mm-hmm. Like, do we make time to just listen to one another? And then once we listen, can we provide the resources to allow them to grow? And so that's what the safe space is for. It's to say, okay, what do you need? And let's help you get there. Let's not pressure you or judge you, but let's see what tools we can do to help you get there. So when I started, back in 2017, did I know the need would be as great as it is now? No. Was I as prepared as I thought? No, I just went in there with a heart to solve a problem that's in our city that we needed more help to solve.
Yeah. So you are truly meeting them where they are and then cheering them on to get to where they want to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we have individuals that come into the program. You know, an example would be a young girl who she had aged out of the foster care system. She was a survivor of both sexual assault and human trafficking, but she didn't have the tools. She had not had her high school diploma. She was 19, years old. And through our program, she had her high school diploma, and she was like, I got that. We put it in a frame. It's on a wall. And then she was able to get a job. She got the therapy services that she needed. And in the organization, we show so many different creative ways to have therapy. It doesn't have to be like you sit with the therapist and y'all have this. It could be art. It could be drawing. It could be fitness. It could be a multitude of things that kind of makes you feel whole as an individual. And so now, she's graduated the program. She's living in her own space. You can't tell her nothing. So she gives these little updates, but I'm so happy to know the journey of success for her, because it's hers.
Yes, individual, the individuality, not a cookie cutter.
Yes.
And that to me, that's a common theme that I see with the women who not only were honored in this past class, but it's the thinking outside of the box, or what is a box? Just doing what needs to be done for the individual that it needs to be done for. Yeah. That's outstanding. And we need more. We need more of that. Yeah. So grow and grow and grow, because we need more of that. Unfortunately,
yes,
it's still definitely there. You talked about being okay with who you are, your strengths and your weaknesses. And so how do you help women be okay with all of who they are? And you also mentioned trusting your instincts, and those may be kind of related, but how do you help women be comfortable with all of who they are?
It's a process. So I would say that it's not easy, because it's easy for us as humans to just rely and look at the negative. We can be in the mirror and we are banging and we like, oh, but that mole right there, whatever it may be. Yes. So it's looking at that and saying, oh, that's the thing that actually makes me unique. That journey that I went through, that rough patch or whatever, what can I pull? What lesson can I pull out of that can, catapult me into something greater? And so we have workshops where literally we spend a lot of time with looking at not the strengths, because a lot of times we know the strengths, right? But let's look at the things that is an actual weakness, and let's kind of piece that apart so that we can see it as a strength. And then now we got something to add on the good side versus all of the cons on the other side.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to intuition, it's just that sometimes we, give all these chances and we're like, oh no, what I'm thinking, it ain't that, it's something else. Or sometimes we even rely on others' theory of how things should be done or how a person may be to give us our answer to define. And so it's like, no, it's not that. Let's rely on that gut, that feeling, because sometimes these butterflies are happening and we like, that ain't really a butterfly. That must be kind of cold. No. Like, it's a real thing. Relying on that and using that to help us make decisions.
Awesome. Tell me how your family has shaped you into the woman you are today. The fabulous woman that you are today.
Yeah, I think a lot of things with my family, the different dynamics when we talk about the experience that I encountered growing up to make me be such an advocate to this. I think there were struggles in some areas, but it actually helped me because it made me strong enough to use the voice to be a strength for others. And so that was a great thing. And so now my relationship with a lot of my family members are like, girl, you helped me. It's been an eye opener because there's so many women in my own family that has had a lot of experiences that they were uncomfortable about talking through and about. But now I have this organization. They're like, what am I supposed to do? With this or that. So it's made us closer as a family unit. And then when I think about like my home front, so my family with my two beautiful girls and my husband, the experiences that I had said to me, the doctor said to me, I wouldn't be able to have children. And so the children that I have are gifts to me. It was like, I was worthy, so I spent a lot of time loving on them, being connected to them, Family is important to me because they are all my gifts. My husband is a wonderful guy because he tolerates a woman like me. It's not always easy. It's, I'm still a woman. I'm still a person with experiences that I too have to process as well. So the family part is just an amazing thing because I see how it comes together for the greater good.
So you're a gift. And I just want to say this, you too are a gift. And I know you know that. You are a gift, sounds like, to your family, your units, and also your larger family, to be able to have a place where they can have that trust. So thank you for being
Yes, well, thank you.
So before we get a little personal, as if that wasn't personal enough, tell me how we can find you on social media. How can people connect with you and your organization?
Absolutely. So on all platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, Instagram, it's at I Am Voices.
Okay.
With the S. But yep, I Am Voices. It's the same on every platform.
Awesome. So if there's anyone that is in need of that service or that wants to support the work that you're doing,
absolutely,
we will definitely share that information. Yeah. So now let's get a little more personal. Yeah. Just some quick questions about you, just to get down into who you are. Okay. Your favorite vacation?
That I've been so far, it would be Hawaii. Yeah. I absolutely loved it. It was an experience I probably wouldn't have done, but I had these miles and stuff, and so I was able to go, and it was a great, very good experience of relaxation. So anything tropical water, that's me.
Me too. If your family had a motto, what would it be?
Well, I mean, we, in my household, we use Manigault Strong. And so that just means this is our name. We are passionate. And in every way we move and work, we're going to have strength, even if that is to help other people.
Awesome. I like that. Manigault Strong. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now just a couple of rapid fire questions. First thing that comes to your mind, heels or sneakers?
Heels. Yeah.
City life or country life?
Country life. I'm a country girl.
Yes.
I'm a country girl.
Books or movies?
Books.
You rather read it than watch it?
Yes. Yep. Let me make my own interpretation. Let me pause this for a second and then come back. Yeah, books.
Grits or oatmeal?
Grits. A little butter, maybe a few little Roger Woods.
Okay.
Grits.
Now, where are you from?
So I'm from Parkers Ferry, South Carolina. Okay. Country, real country. So I'm a country girl. So
you can take the girl out of the country, but
not
take the country out of the girl.
Grass, all of that. I am that girl. Yes.
What do you like to read?
So I like to read and write. So a lot of the things that I'm reading is trying to create, because I'm an author too. So reading my books, looking at, I probably should have changed that wording. So those type of things, and also things that help with mental. So a lot of self-care, self-help type of things, and things like from Maya Angelou or Iyanla, like her too. Just things to empower you and take your mind to a different elevation.
Awesome. Yeah. Now, how old are the girls?
9 and 12.
Well, fun.
Yes, fun. Ooh. Listen, spinning. I got to keep up for sure. Yes.
What are they into these days?
So my youngest, she is cheerleading. So she has all the sass. I just love that because I'm in there too. I'm like cheering. The parents are like, "Oh, okay, yes." We're cheering.
You know all the routines?
Yeah, I know all the routines. Like we're practicing. We're in the stands. So yeah, my baby girl is doing that. And my oldest, she is in dance, but she's also kind of helping with a lot of things with I Am Voices as well. So she does a lot of the hygiene kits for the individual. She loves like the organizing, the packing, and the giving back process. So she makes hygiene kits, and she has a whole organization to, okay, we got 20 this week. How many more we need? Like that is her space. But she also dances a lot too.
Awesome. Sound like a couple of little mini me's you got running.
Different versions.
Different versions.
Yeah, I'm like,
but don't we all have different versions?
Yeah,
the children represent those different versions. Well, good for you. Well, I have really enjoyed this, getting to know you. I really appreciate you just coming and being, forthcoming. One of our hashtags is get ready to get real. And so you do that.
Well, thanks.
And I appreciate you bringing that realness to this table.
I appreciate you for everything you do, and then having me in this space. I'm honored.
Absolutely. Really. Thank you so much.